Assalamualaikum and good evening. I be to my respectful lecturer, Sir Bastyian. I am Nurfatia binti Sarif from class 5I and I'm here today to talk to you about YouTube review, and I will explain what is Trade Union and Trade Union Act 1959. So in general, what is trade union? A trade union is an organization made up of members, and its membership must consist primarily of employees. One of the main goals of trade union is to protect and advance the interests of its member in the workplace. Okay, next, I will explain about Trade Union Act 1959. So, Trade Union Act 1959 seeks to control the activities of trade unions so that they may flourish in an orderly and peaceful manner. The Act sets out strict statutory provisions and procedures for the formation and operation of trade union. One of the critical areas is union funds. Trade Union Act 1959 states that union funds may only be used for specified purposes, which include the payment of expenses related to the salaries of union employees, related to office maintenance, related to the settlement of trade disputes, compensation related to the organization of social activities, sport, education of members, and allowance to members and their families due to unemployment, and many more. The law prohibits union from using their funds for any political purpose, particularly providing funds for political parties. To ensure that unions' funds are used only for purposes permitted by union law and constitution, trade unions are required to submit audited annual accounts to the Department of Trade Unions for review. Union accounts must be audited annually and must be submitted to the Director General of Trade Unions before the first day of October each year. Failure to submit the account will, after adequate warning has been given, cause the union to be deregistered.
For trade unions in Malaysia, started with the Trade Unions Enactment in 1940. The stated object in the title of this 1940 ordinance was an enactment for the registration and control of trade unions. Its declared purpose was the fostering of the right kind of responsible leadership amongst workers, and at the same time to discourage or reduce such influence as the professional agitators may have had, and to reduce the opportunities or the excuse for the activities of such persons. And then the enactment was revised to the Trade Unions Act 1959. The Trade Unions Act 1959 was enforced since 1st of July 1959 in Peninsular Malaysia as the Trade Unions Ordinance 1959. It was extended to Sabah on the 25th of March 1965 and to Sarawak on the 19th of August 1965, which was after Malaysia was formed. The Trade Unions Act was revised by the Commissioner of Law Revision in 1981 and was renamed Trade Unions Act 1959 in bracket Act 262. With this revision, it replaced the Trade Unions Ordinance 1940. Trade Unions Act 1959 seeks to control activities of trade unions so that they can develop in an orderly and peaceful manner. The Act lays down stringent statutory and procedural provisions for the formation and operations of trade unions in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. My name is Nur Alia binti Azizi from class 5I. So today I want to present to you guys about the power of Director General Trade Union. There are several powers of Director General of Trade Unions, which is DGTU, to take action with regard to fund and account matters. But in this time, we will focus on the one power, which is prohibition of use of funds for political projects. The law prohibits unions from using their funds for any political purposes, particularly providing funds for a political party. To ensure that union funds are only used for the purposes allowed by the law and the union constitution, Unions are required to submit annual audited accounts to the Department of Trade Union for checking. The accounts of the union must be audited annually and must be submitted to Director General of Trade Unions before the first day of October of each year. Failure to send in accounts will, after adequate warning has been given, lead to the union being deregistered. The funds of a registered trade union shall not be applied either directly or indirectly in any payment whatsoever to a political party or in a furtherance of any political object. The expression political object referred to in subsection 1 includes the payment of any expenses inquired either directly or indirectly by a candidate or prospective candidate for election to the Dewan Rakyat or any Dewan Undangan Negeri before, during or after the election in connection with his candidature or election. Secondly, the holding of any meeting or the distribution of any literature or documents in support of any such candidate or prospective candidate. Moving on to the next point is the maintenance of any person who is a member of the Dewan Rakyat or any Dewan Rakyat Undangan Negeri. Then, the registration of electors or the selection of a candidate for membership of the Dewan Rakyat or any Dewan Rakyat Negeri. Lastly, the holding of political meetings of any kinds or the distribution of political literature or political documents of any kind or any object which the minister may be notification in the gazette specified. So, in a conclusion, a trade union must comply with all the law, especially the provision of DUA 1959. It should deter any members from carrying out illegal activities such as strike. Administer funds of union on a proper manner and in accordance with the union rules as well as the law is responsibility of trade union. Trade union must serve notice for recognition on employers or trade union of employers. So that's all from me. Thank you.